Well, good evening. Welcome to another episode of What Nobody Told Me After 65. Well, it's your lady on the go, lady in the know, Miss Info. You've reached the Information Nation, where knowledge is shared and wisdom exchanged for the betterment of a people. So, today I want to talk to you a little bit about when is enough enough? Now, how many times have you said this? And it's the last time. I'm not going to do that again. I promise if I get out of it this time, this is my last time. All of that's baloney. And you know it. Why do we lie to ourselves? And more importantly, why do we lie to God? Because typically that's who we're talking to. But besides that, when is it time to throw in the towel? When is enough enough? And how do we go about successfully moving on? First, let me say this quote. This saying is not only about relationships, okay? It's about anything in life. When you realize that you've had it, that you cannot go any further. If you think about the guy who's in an eating contest, a champion eating contest, the prize is $100,000. The stakes are high. And guess what? You know that you are way past the point of return. Every fiber in your body is screaming, stop. Enough already. Or what about the weight loss goal that you set for yourself? And you got a couple of friends who are on the same journey. And you made a pact. And you're almost there. You just finally gotten used to fasting and exercising and sacrificing and depriving yourself of every guilty pleasure known to man. And just at about the last 5 pounds, you collapse. You've had it with the deprivation. You need some carbs. You need some fat. You need a fried chicken leg, right? But once you've tasted the forbidden fruit, once you've crossed that line, it's a point of no return. You can't get back in the saddle. Or how about the fact that you've given up alcohol for the past 3 years and all of a sudden there's a drink in front of you? Where did it come from? Who ordered that? Who sent it to you? You know that if you cross that line, enough has already been enough. Or you sworn off your last cigarette. This is my last cigarette. I'm not going to do this anymore. Enough is enough. Or just one more time, you say to yourself, I'll pick up the phone and make that call. Why, for goodness sakes? You will fall down that rabbit hole again. In all these instances, it is important to know your limits. Not just physical, but psychological. You need to have good mental health, good mental well-being. Know when to say no. Now, when trust, respect, support, communication, and no chance of improvement are all prevalent elements in the situation, and perhaps this is your enough is enough moment. Are you strong enough for this fight? Because that's exactly what it is. It's a fight. You're in a fight with yourself, in a fight with your own emotions. It's a fight for your sanity, your self-worth, and your mental well-being. The actual act of being enough, is subjective. It varies from person to person, and you have to be the one to decide. How much is too much TV for your kids? Or a coach decides how much training is enough. Or a cook might decide how much salt is enough. Enough foolishness on television before you flip the channel. Enough is enough. Somewhere along this road of life, you must sometimes set boundaries that are specific to your needs. A line must be drawn in the sand to say enough is enough. Enough means less than sufficient or less than necessary. We tend to feel we are not enough as a person. Enoughness is rooted in the absence of a desire for something bigger, something better, or more. The more we are caught up in the intuitive perception of a lack of something, the more we experience the overwhelming desire to obtain something, no matter how self-destructive or life-altering it might be. My grandmother used to tell me all the time, you only want that because I said you couldn't have it. I had to take a look at that. So, let's turn the table, turn it around. The first step is, don't beat yourself up. If you mess up, own up. It's okay. We're human. We make mistakes. So you went over the 5 or 10 pound mark on your fitness quest. So what? Stay positive. It ain't over. Take small steps back to being happy with you, being happy with who you are. Enough is enough, and you are enough. Take a personal inventory of self. Note what makes you who you are. Note what you like about yourself. Play up those strong attributes. You like the fact that you're funny? Oh, be witty and tell more funny jokes. You like the fact that you've got a nice shape? Accentuate it. You like the fact that you are capable of bringing up little known facts. A lot of people can't do that. Then accentuate that, because that's who you are. That's what makes you unique. So, you must encourage yourself. You are more than enough. And here's a quote that I found that says, there is a difference between giving up and knowing when you've had enough. Remember that. And finally, I ask that you share, comment, like, and hit the notification bell, because what? You don't know what you don't know. Thanks for listening.